Yo, what's up, everybody? Sports Things Kicks. I got to get used to looking at the camera over this way. I'm not doing a review right now. So, if you don't want to watch this video, I understand. But I've been watching YouTube for a while. Oh, by the way, um, I've been kind of working and stuff and tied up with a lot of stuff. I do got some shoes I want to do a review on, so bear with me. It's been a minute. It's getting kind of like really dry month. Like everybody knows, January. I mean, not January. June is a very dry month, and there's not really a lot of heat coming out right now. But this is the time that you save your money because something's coming up down the pipeline. Something, some new heat, some whatever. Um, but one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is that I've been watching a lot of cats out here trying to talk about reps. Okay. Before we go any further, if you're new to my channel, I am Distinguished Kicks. I do reviews and I do a little tech on the side. Not as much as sneaker reviews, but I do them. And also, do me a favor after you watch this review. Help me out with the algorithms. Leave a comment below, smash that like button, and subscribe. It's free. It's free. Subscribe. I'm kind of slow. I'm not like everybody else who does a lot of reviews because their money is a lot more heavy than mine. I got more responsibilities. As you can see, I got a place and inflation and all that stuff. But anyway, let me stop babbling. So anyway, the reason why I'm doing this review, I've seen a lot of cats talking about reps. I do not have reps, nor will I ever want to own a rep unless, and I will explain why in a minute. I have nothing against people with reps. I've heard a lot of people say UA shoes, reps. I've watched MK, on YouTube, and he always do reviews for educational purposes, which I do appreciate that because it helps the average sneakerhead to look out for signs of fake shoes, reps, whatever UA. I have no problem with a person who wants to do UAs. When I was growing up, and yes, as you can see, I am a certain age person. When I was growing up, let me straighten this out before this fall down. We times were a little bit harder back then, and we couldn't get some of the shoes that came out that was with a style. Reeboks. If you was able to get a Reebok or a Puma, you was lucky. Nike at the time was starting up, and their stuff was a little bit expensive for like parents, back in the day, So we had to deal with certain brands like I say, Reeboks, Puma. I think I remember one time it's either when TJ Maxx first started, you could buy a pair of Reeboks out of the store for dirt cheap. Jordans at the time, yes, I'm going way back. Jordan at the time was sold at some Sears, Montgomery Ward, stuff like that for like $69. Well, at the time, Jordans, like the Jordan 1s, not the airships, the Jordan 1s were the ones that was sold first. It was very hard to ask your parent, can you buy a pair of shoes like that? Because $69 at the time was a lot of money. You know, to give you a good example, if you complain about $210 now, or $225 or $250, well, imagine what it was back then. That $69 was equivalent to 200, 210, 225. So they had places called like Payless. Some of y'all might remember Payless. It was another store I can't think of right now. But Payless had knockoff shoes that mimic the authentic shoes. So that was the way that parents back then were able to afford sneakers for the kids so they can go to school. And, like I say, back then it was very, very hard to have money and try to raise a family, work one, single. Like my household wasn't a single parent household. My household was my mom and my dad, and I was blessed to have that. I know a lot of kids out here didn't only had a single parent home. Mom was busting ass to do whatever she had to do. Dad had to do what he had to do. But when you have two parents, it does help out in a lot of other things, and I don't want to go into that discussion because it does show the difference when you have a two-parent home. But I shout out to the moms who are holding it down. But back in the day, we had to go to Payless to buy shoes like that. Maybe sometimes like a Sears or a J.C. Penney's that had knockoff shoes. Now, fast forward. The reason I'm saying this is because fast forward to today, you know, I like to have collabs. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of them myself, and I really appreciate them. But it's getting really ridiculous when you go on sneakers, you go on Foot Locker, you go on these sneaker stores, apps, Adidas. You try to go out for these shoes, and you're competing with millions of people, millions. Not only millions of people, you're going against bots. Okay, and I can't get mad at people who use bots. Hey, if that's how you get them, you get them. What I can get upset about is that it costs so much for these sneakers when you have to go to Goat or StockX. I mean, my size, I got like a Bullet RC. I would say I'm a big yacht game. I'm between 11 and a half and 12. The prices have shifted from the smaller sizes being expensive to now the bigger sizes being is replacing the smaller size. A size 12, depending on, like, for example, the new Jordan 1 Ghost, that Ghost Gray or the Stonewash Gray that just came out. I looked on one of the websites, it was like $299. They still sitting in the stores. So that's what I'm tripping about. But um, let's just take that for example. You can take that shoe right now, go to Goat. That shoe is probably like $299 right now as we speak for me. That's a lot of money. I don't care what anybody say. That's a lot of money. I'm not trying to keep it with the Joneses, which is another reason why my reviews don't come up as often, because when you factor in $250, $200, $50, I'm just throwing in numbers. You would factor in that every week. By the end of the month, you probably spend as much. You probably spend about half of either your car insurance, car note, groceries, utilities, all that, just for 4 pairs of sneakers. So people go to reps because reps at the time were affordable. Now they getting kind of ridiculous because of the quality and they figure, well, hey, if they're gonna pay almost $200 for this shoe, you might as well pay this much for reps. So reps are getting to the point where they're not as expensive as the collabs or the authentics, but they're more manageable as far as expenses. And I use this terminology so people can think about this. If anybody's out there is a sports fan like myself, okay, I'm a Detroit Lions diehard, University of Michigan diehard. And anybody out there, Ohio State, Indiana, Alabama, you name it, UCLA, you name it, USC, you know, you like to collect memorabilia, right? So memorabilia costs a lot. Do you know an authentic helmet? If you bought an authentic helmet right now, I have one. I think I paid $300 at the time for mine. Now the prices went up because, like, once again, inflation and the economy. Well, you could buy a replica for 100. You get where I'm going with this? So when you look at reps, I could say, for example, if you are buying a rep because you have the authentic and you don't want to mess up your authentic, so you want to keep that on ice or keep it on a display, well, then you buy the rep, you dog that out. So it's a rep. You ain't worried about it. I get that. I can even get that if you don't have an authentic and you want to get something that looks just like the shoe because you like the shoe so much. Because, like I said before, competition is fierce. You can't buy these shoes nowadays like off of sneakers. It's hard to. So in the reps, reps is more affordable. You can go through a connection and get your reps within a week's time. The only thing I have against reps is when you start to watch videos where they show people putting on like Goat or StockX. I don't know about Goat, if Goat doing. I'm just throwing the name out there, but a lot of people have found out that StockX has done it, and I haven't dealt with StockX in a while, so I don't miss nothing about it. But that's the part I hate, is when people who sell fake shoes through somebody like StockX, and a person who bought the shoe could be a mom, could be a dad, could be me, could be you, could be anybody. It could be a gift. Right now is graduation for high school and some people from college. Well, say a parent who worked hours saved up the money, knowing that it doesn't make sense to spend $1,000 in shoes, but my kid got the grades right. They want this. Or my wife, she been wanting the shoes. Our anniversary, her birthday, my husband. You know, you catch where I'm going, and you bust your ass for this money, and you go over here and you go through these website or companies or somebody say, hey, I got this shoe, I can sell it to you for this much. You know, you give them this hard-earned money you had, and the next thing you know, boom, you take it home, your family's happy, your kids happy, whatever, and the next thing you know, you find out your shoes are a rep, fake shoes. Well, that hurts, because not only it hurts the person that you gave it to, but how you think the person who worked so hard to get the money to buy the shoe. Um, so I think if you're buying it for yourself and it's more of a replica so you can have it, that's cool. If you're doing it because, like I said before, you're trying to put one on ice, your real one's on ice, and you want to rock the replicas, that's cool. I'm not going to judge you. The people I judge is the ones that take the reps and sell them as authentic and rip people off. I don't know if it's you, whoever watched this video, or anybody else out there, but keep in mind, karma is a mother. And people don't play with their money, especially hard-earned money, or their feelings. If you that type of person, just at least let the person know. If you let them know and they still decide they want to buy the shoe, then that's okay. But don't rip people off, because money is hard out here. You know, a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck, and the measures that they are moving or doing to get a pair of shoes for their son, for their daughter, for whoever. You know, it's a lot. Strange, very hard. But like I said, I don't have reps. I will not review a rep. If I do, um, I will let you guys know. But I don't have reps. I do like everybody else. I go to all the Nike stores. I go to all the Nike clearance stores. I go to GOAT. That's who I deal with, and I get my shoes there. Every review has been money out my pocket. I've been getting that wife stare every time. So I guess I made this video long enough, but that's my fair share of reps. Just to explain to y'all, I think it's wrong if you sell it. Okay, if that's yours, how you want to sport it, I ain't mad at you. You're still a sneakerhead, regardless whether it's a UA, whether it's a rep, whatever. Because at the end of the day, like Mrs. Jordan said, the shoe ain't a shoe until the player's inside of it. So just remember that. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm gonna set up another review about a pair of shoes I had for a week. It's probably old anyway. So I'll holler at y'all later. Stay blessed. See you in a few. Peace.